What's up guys, how you doing? It's Jamie. Just wanted to drop a quick video. Just got off a coaching call not that long ago, and I was hosting something called the Lazy Launch Sprint, which is a 6-week pathway that I take people through in order to build out their own virtual events, fill them full of amazing people, and sell whatever the heck they choose on the back of that. It could be high ticket consulting, coaching, could be recurring memberships, pretty much anything at that point, or even affiliate products at that rate as well. Now, I called it the Lazy Launch Sprint because instead of having to load your calendar up with sales calls and basically being a slave to your own business, which unfortunately I've been there many times, decided to do something different. And effectively the Lazy Launch is just a way that you can very simply, very easily, and very unstressfully create your own virtual event that gets people really excited to be part of your world. Now, why am I telling you all this stuff? Because something popped up in the last call that we had for this just before, and I thought it was kind of interesting. So question was in relation to AI, and I guess in relation to how prevalent AI has now become as part of our world, and things like video and content creation, scripts and marketing plans and information, all that type of stuff. It's become so prevalent that a lot of the time folks don't necessarily feel like they need coaching. They don't necessarily feel like they need to get proximity within these types of containers to get their help to grow their business, all that type of stuff. And I found it really interesting because, yeah, AI is amazing and it's going to revolutionize your life if you choose to dive into it. But there is something else that AI cannot replicate at this point, to the best of my knowledge, at least anyway, and feel free to correct me in the comments if you choose to as well. But AI cannot replicate proximity. You cannot replicate the fact that certain people have gone through the mud and been able to achieve some absolutely unbelievable results from their life, from their business, just from their own experience. And even though AI might be able to go back in time and see what that person has done and maybe look to reverse engineer some of the mistakes along the way, you cannot emulate the level of energy that person is able to drive through the screen. And even if you're on a Zoom call, even if you're watching a video, even if you're in live presentation or whatever, you're still picking up that energy. AI cannot replicate that. You also cannot replicate the fact that the person has experienced those things, knows how to answer those questions in real time, and also the experience, because they've had those setbacks, they've had those things that haven't gone right, they now know what does work and what does go right. They know the things and roadblocks people are about to run into. That cannot be replaced just yet, to the best of my knowledge, like I say. And so in my opinion, although, yeah, coaching is going to change, it's going to be an evolution. I guess at the moment we are pretty much in an evolution of coaching. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I think there's still going to be people that really want online communities. They're going to want that close proximity to people that have been through the war and got those types of results that they want in their life and business, and therefore they just want that connection and proximity, like I say. And so if you are worried that maybe that it's going to replace your business, all that type of stuff, yeah, be on the front foot, be an early adopter by all means, but at the same time, don't put so much emphasis on it that you forget that there is one thing that it cannot replace, which is a human connection. And like I say, that proximity to folks that have gone through the ringer and had their ups and downs along the way, and been able to give those learnings along the way from those things as well. So anyway, real quick one for you guys today. I appreciate you tuning in. Drop a comment, let me know your thoughts below. Love to hear what you're up to in your business. If there's anything you need some help with, let me know. And yeah, that's it. All right guys, you have a good one. Cheers.